All right, Sagittarius, how are you all? Welcome to your mid-April reading with myself, Rachel Stebbins Navy, a.k.a. Villagio Strega, of course. Got a new deck for you. I've got the 8 coins, Tattoo Tarot, and a new Oracle of Whispers of Lord Ganesha for you. Gonna do a 5-card spread. Look at your past, your present, and your near future here. See what the situation for the present is, as well as some hidden potentials that you may not be aware of here with that sort of challenge or situation at the present here, Sagittarius. So let's have a look. Now, where have I seen that before? I'm going to start with the past. With the 8 of Wands, a lot of messages coming in fast on something. And then the Sun card energy, which is a beautiful energy to have in the present moment. Sun, of course, is represented by its own sign, not an astrological sign. And guys, keep in mind, this is a general reading, will not resonate for everyone. So keep what does, of course, and leave the rest. Just taking a look here where the energy wants me to place these cards. Near future, we're looking at the Justice card energy and the Queen of Cups for the challenge to the present situation, as it were. Justice card energy is Libra energy, by the way. You could be dealing with a Libra. We'll get into that, though, in a moment. Let's take a look at hidden potentials for you Sagittariuses on the collective. What else we got here for Sagittarius on the collective? Now, that's quite a few. So let's see who we're taking or what we're taking. Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no? No. Okay. Beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, let's start. We've got the 2 of Wands energy and the Queen of Swords out for that hidden potential, Sagittarius. Let's start with the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, as you know, is messages coming in fast. Why? Because you got to change your perspective on something. This could be like perhaps even the start of an argument, maybe sometimes. Or it's simply those things that catch you off guard, you weren't really anticipating. Again, this is more recent past here for a lot of you. Headed into this mid-month to the end time frame, of course. But these are things that are kind of catching you off guard. Got to change your angle, got to change your perspective a little bit before you respond to them, is really the name of the game with this card. Sun card energy is a beautiful energy to have. You're staying bright, you're being successful, you're living the life of abundance, or you're trying to attain that abundance anyways. You've got the joy of life, you've got warmth, you've got you're surrounded by positive energy here, Sagittarius, in your present situation. But there is some challenges with that along the way as well here, it looks like. Your Justice card energy is coming up for your near future, headed more towards the end of the month. Again, could be dealing with a Libra energy. This is the end of a karmic cycle. This is letting go of things that no longer serve you, Sagittarius. This is trying to find the balance or keeping things in harmony, as it were. And it really is, it is for all the fear of, okay, ending a karmic cycle, it really is a beautiful energy to have looking towards the future, because as one thing ends, of course, something new begins. And this is you facing some realities. This is you coming to terms with a lot of things, which is really what's about to bring things into balance for you. I got a feeling, especially because of what was looking at these messages right here. You're having to deal with something really you haven't fully dealt with prior to, I believe it is. The challenges or pertaining to the subject matter here is Queen of Cups energy. Now, you may want to find yourself a compassionate listener, an aunt energy, a grandmother energy, a friend, a motherly figure, or even a counselor of sorts. She's a very good listener. And she speaks from the heart. She's very nurturing in her own way. Very emotionally satisfying is the way of the Queen of Cups. She herself, very emotionally grounded, very emotionally secure. Just a real sweetheart energy, loving energy is what she has to offer you, especially when it comes to lending a ear. She listens with compassion, and she gives a lot of good advice, you know, from her wisdom, from a compassionate stance too, is where her advice comes from. Hidden potentials. We've got the Two of Wands energy and the Queen of Swords. Two of Wands, of course, is somebody who's looking at their domain, like, what can I control? What do I need to attain, or what is my goal in attaining something? And what do I have for resources, Sagittarius, is what it's looking like here for a hidden potential. You could be dealing with, though, a Queen of Swords energy. She can be a bit stubborn. She can be a bit cold at times. But she has her own wisdom that's derived from experiential knowledge and having gone through some hard times in her own life. She's very to the point. She doesn't waste words. She's very intellectual, very witty in her own way. And, you know, she's the tough love energy of the tarot deck in her own way. It's not that she's... I almost dropped the B word, but she can be. Like, she can be a downright B, right? She can be that kind of energy, especially when she's pissed off. But she wants to get to the point of things. You don't want to waste time trying to talk her ear off or shine her in any way. She's just kind of like, what do you want? Get to it. And she will offer you some wisdom, but it's very sharp. Again, tough love energy. So what the hidden potential is kind of saying here is what you're seeking to attain. You may find there's a little tough love involved. That's why the balance here is going to come, right? Because she's Queen of Cups is her polar opposite. Queen of Swords, polar opposite. She's soft, gentle, kind, right? She's get to the point. I'm going to tough love you, tell you like it is. So the balance here, perhaps while you're dealing with this situation, as it were, Sagittarius, is really like coming to terms, yes, with the situation, right? Because everything right now seems like it's bright, rosy, and successful in your plight. But again, it's an end of a karmic cycle for you. So it may be that you yourself have to kind of like tough love yourself and really be realistic as to what it is you can achieve versus what do you have for resources. They may not match up, although you might think they do. That's why you need that compassionate listener in there. Let's grab a couple clarifiers here. I'm going to try 3 cards from the Golden Tarot deck. See what we get from my Sagittariuses on the collective. And hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below if you will. I do try and respond within 48 hours to all questions and comments. And always, always, always appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. And appreciate the love and support that you give, guys. So I can continue to deliver the messages for y'all. Okay. Sagittarius, let's clarify this up. We're going to do past, present, future drops, clarifying what's kind of going on in the environment, please, for Sagittarius on the collective. I'll pull a few more oracles after this. You guys too, Capricorn and Sagittarius, I think are tied for spots. Just to throw it out there to you guys, make you aware, I'm doing monthly readings and doing mid-monthly readings, and then I'm doing the bonuses based on who gets the most views, what signs get the most views. So I'll do the top 5 of those each month, probably bi-weekly as well. So what else does Sagittarius need to know? There's one. Let's see what else Sagittarius needs to know on the collective. So somebody's peeking out. There she is. Wheel of Fortune. I've got the King of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Now World card energy. Blessed be. And 5 of Swords in near future. Over the Justice card energy. Okay, got it. So this is being cleared up. The recent past is being cleared up with you coming up with a plan. He's all about strategizing. He's all about making plans, using his keen intellect, really rationalizing, using logic with a situation as he transforms some sort of energy, some sort of situation. He recognizes when there's time for war and going to battle versus when there's time for peace. He too can have a cold nature about him. Swords usually are, their thoughts, their ideas, but because they're a sword energy, they can be a little bit barbaric at times, as it were. But right now, I think these messages are coming in because it's like, oh, shoot, you got to come up with a plan, some sort of situation here you're dealing with in the more recent past to shift that energy. Again, change your perspective on something. Got the World card over the Wheel of Fortune. Now, first, let's start. Is it Sun card energy? Sorry. So, Sun card energy, success, abundance is where you're at currently, or you feel like you are, and indeed, the World card's backing this up because you've got all your fixed signals here, fixed signs here with that laurel wreath encasing things. So it's a victory. It's a mastery of sorts, right? She's got 2 candles there to represent her knowledge, her wisdom, and maturity on a situation. So this is you totally coming full cycle with something, Sagittarius. This is you truly completing, and we see that again with the Justice card energy. Some sort of cycle in your life. Or situation in your life. You're like, okay, I'm grateful for this time now. You know, your blessings are abundant in nature for sure, but there's a growth in the process of it, which is a beautiful energy to have, especially at this current times. Now, Justice card energy. Well, there may be some sort of conflict. There may be some sort of situation you're ending because of the conflict, as it were. Because it's like you can't just win or lose, or maybe you still want to fight, or maybe somebody else still wants to argue kind of situation about things. This individual, the Five of Swords, he tends to want to keep throwing jabs, as it were. It doesn't matter what it is. He's still ready to rock and roll. He's got to get it out of his system. While the Justice card energies here is like, hey man, we got to find the balance in this situation. This whole antagonistic energy, as it were, you're looking at here in the near future, towards the end of the month here, is really in need of resolve. And I think you are going to resolve it, Sagittarius. Many of you are, because of this Justice card overall energy. This is your major arcana. This is the everyday stuff. What this card is indicating is, again, bring things back into balance, bring things back into harmony, as it were. So, that said, let's see what the Lord Ganesha, Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck, has to offer for you guys. Pull in some wisdom from that, if we may. Blessed be you, spirits. What else would you like Sagittarius to know? What else would you like Sagittarius to know on the collective? And I am going to read from the book. I'm really enjoying learning this deck, so you guys are kind of learning it with me. But certainly Ganesha is one of my favorite deities, as it were, and the wisdom Ganesha energy shares, I think, is really beautiful. And he is the one in the pantheon that is praised above the rest for his nature. Let's see, what else would Spirit like Sagittarius to know? Okay, let's see. What else does Spirit want Sagittarius to know? Innocence. Okay. That's where we're landing. Is 43 for innocence, Sagittarius. Let's take a look. I'll show you the card here in just a moment. Okay. Here we go. They're really beautiful artwork, too. The simplest gestures of love and respect can prevail over even the toughest of hearts. In this card, the lightness of the aura around Ganesha portrays innocence. By being soft and still, you give the universe the opportunity to assist you in creating your desires. Be willing to release any cynicism. Have you noticed yourself becoming increasingly critical over time? As you gather more experiences, sometimes the familiarity of a situation can cause you to lose touch with your innocence. It is only natural to expect similar outcomes as you have had in the past when similar situations present themselves in your life. Don't forget, though, that change and transformation are always possible. You are being offered an opportunity to approach the situation with renewed peace If you are making changes to your job situation, relationships, or even the direction of your life's path, approach this with a sense of exploration and excited curiosity of a child. Be willing to let go of the preconceived ideas that have developed over time in your mind. Allow your heart to be centered and in a place of peace. Every day, call on Ganesha for guidance to renew your mind and refresh your thinking. With Ganesha's assistance, contemplate each situation you encounter. Ask Ganesha, or the Most High, Sagittarius, support you. Remember to pray for freedom from fears, worries, and unhealthy obsessions that might control your thoughts and harm your soul. Be accountable for your decisions and their results. Just knowing that you are responsible will assist you to take decisions seriously and with greater consideration. Blessed be. That's an impressive message right there for you all, Sagittarius. Innocence. Lord Ganesha. Okay, let's pull an Archangel card for you guys. See what else the angels have to say. Thank you. Sensitivity, another one with the sensitivity here. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and feelings. Blessed be. Thank you, spirits. I'm going to pull one more from the Goddess deck just because I'm getting the nudge to do so for you Sagittarius is on the collective. Let's see what the Goddess deck has to say. Got 3 for you. Okay. Purification. It is time for a cleaning, detoxification of your body and your mind. Listen, I'm a huge fan of detoxing. It resets your nervous system, resets your gut health, resets your overall energy, as well as your immune system. So detoxing is a beautiful thing, especially when done right. Green leafy vegetables do wonders. Lemon water does wonders. It's a beautiful thing. Inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate actions without delay. So that sounds like the name of the game here, too, with those messages coming in. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them, Sagittarius. My goodness. I think here, Sagittarius, on the collective, as it were, that there's a lot of changes going on in your life, and it may be cliche to say out with the old and in with the new, but I really think that's what's happening for you all in this particular instance. It's just happening with growth. It's happening with a sensitive hand. And, don't waste time on it for sure. But make sure your health's maintained in the balance. I wish you well, Sagittarius. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Blessed be. Take care.